Hey Pack Rats! This is a comparison between the Canon C70 and the Sony A7S3. These are two cameras that both shoot 10-bit 422 4K 60 with no recording time limit. Yes, please! These are both dream cameras that will not let you down. But if you're trying to choose between them, let me help you out with some comparisons. The timestamps are in the description below. Let's start with the fact that the Canon C70 is Netflix approved, but the lovely A7S3 is not. This means that you can use the C70 as your primary camera to shoot Netflix originals. And how cool is that? Now I'm going to show you how the two cameras perform, starting with autofocus. The Sony A7S3 has a lot more autofocus area options compared to the C70, ranging from the whole screen area to a tiny square. Compare that to the Canon, which just has small and large. With the Sony, you can start tracking a subject instantly by touching on the screen, and it's super sticky. With the Canon, you have to turn on tracking, then select the object. This might not seem like a big deal, but if you have to retrack something a bunch of times, having to do the extra step of turning on tracking is annoying. Sony's face autofocus is insane. It will even grab a tiny face in a video. The Canon has two face priority modes. Face priority means that if the face goes out of the shot, then the camera will try to focus on something else. Face only means that if the face goes out of the shot, the focus will stay in place, waiting for the face to come back. Okay, hope that was helpful. Now let's look at the audio options on the two cameras. The built-in audio interface is actually the reason I picked up a cinema camera, so this is an important comparison. The Sony has one audio input that you can easily split into a left and right channel. I can easily adjust the recording level because I've mapped a custom button to it. The Sony also has accessories to up your audio game. You can add the XLR K3M adapter to get two full-sized XLR/line inputs plus one 3.5mm input. You can also get the ECM B1M microphone, which attaches wirelessly to the multi-interface shoe for the most seamless one mic solution. The Canon, of course, has everything built in. Two mini XLRs and one 3.5mm input right on the body. Regardless of what I plug in, I can have the built-in mic recording at all times. It's got gain dials right on the back and an audio status button so you can instantly access the audio menu to make changes. Of course, the Canon also comes with a piece to hold a shotgun mic. This can be mounted on either the handle or right in the cold shoe. Okay, let's briefly talk about the monitoring interfaces on the two cameras. The Sony has a histogram and zebras, nothing new there. The Canon has a very robust monitoring system, and you can access this through the touchscreen or map access to the custom buttons. My favorite monitoring option is false color, and I love that the C70 has this. You can also see the false color index in camera. The C70 also has waveform and vector scope options. What I do like about the Sony's monitoring options is its Gamma Display Assist. With this turned on, the camera automatically applies the correct conversion for easy monitoring, whether you're shooting S-Log2 or S-Log3 or HLG, etc. so I leave it turned on and I don't ever think about it. The Canon also has a display assist for viewing log. I have it mapped to a custom button so I can turn it on and off. Final big topic is image stabilization. The Sony has 5-axis in-body image stabilization, plus the option for digital stabilization on top of that. The Canon does not have in-body image stabilization, but it does have the digital image stabilization, and both of these cameras have extra stabilization options. The Canon has a Super 16 image stabilization mode, which only gives you a 2K, not a 4K image, and you have to change several settings to get it working. The Sony has Catalyst Browse, which uses gyro data to post-process your footage, but you have to use specific settings to make that work well. So to get the best image stabilization in both these systems is kind of annoying. Okay, moving on, let us look at some specs. The Canon C70 has a Super 35 sensor with 9.6 megapixels and a native ISO range of 160 to 25,600. The A7S3 has a full-frame sensor with 12.1 megapixels and a native ISO range of 80 to 102,400. The Canon C70 is $5,499 compared to the A7S3, which is $3,498. So that is a whopping $2,001 difference. So, final words, I'm just going to read off some last differences I'd like to touch on. The Canon C70 has built-in NDs, which are very useful. The A7S3 does not. If you want RAW, the A7S3 can send out a 4.2K image that can be recorded on an external monitor like the Ninja V, which can record that in ProRes RAW. At the moment, Canon doesn't have that option. If you're looking to choose between these two cameras, I hope this video has helped you out a bit. For me personally, I'm very excited to use the Canon C70 for interviews because the audio interface is so nice that I know I will capture what people are trying to say. As for the A7S3, that is an amazing grab-and-go camera that lets you move really quickly. Anyways, that's it for me. I put in a lot of work to plan and shoot this video, so I hope you go ahead and give me a like and subscribe because it really helps the channel grow and I appreciate it. Thanks very much. Bye.